And now it is time for a musical history timeline. We begin our journey in 1492. In 1492, Columbus succeeded in winning the backing of two Spanish monarchs, Isabella and Ferdinand. They were then at the height of their power. They agreed to outfit 3 ships and make Columbus governor, admiral, and viceroy of all the lands that he would claim. His success in discovering lands on the other side of the ocean brought him a burst of glory in Spain, but 3 subsequent voyages across the Atlantic were disappointing. Columbus died in 1506, still believing he had found a western route to Asia.
In 1492, 3 ships set out to sea. The Nina 1, the Pinta 2, the 3rd, the Santa Maria.
Now we move to 1607. In 1607, King James I chartered the Virginia Company, a joint stock company that established the first permanent English colony in America at Jamestown in 1607. The first settlers of Jamestown suffered great hardships from Indian attacks, famine, and disease, as well as their own mistakes. Moreover, many of the settlers were gentlemen unaccustomed to physical work. However, they survived through the leadership of Captain John Smith and the establishment of the tobacco industry by John Rolfe and his wife, Pocahontas. Parliament's passage of the unfair taxes in 1774 intensified the conflict between the colonies and Great Britain. In the next 2 years, many Americans reached the conclusion, unthinkable only a few years earlier, that the only solution to their quarrel with Britain was to sever all ties with it.
1.
Now we take a great bound into the age of Jefferson. Jefferson and most Americans strongly approved of the Louisiana Purchase. Nevertheless, a constitutional interpretation problem troubled the president. However, Jefferson knew the Louisiana Purchase more than doubled the size of the United States, removed a foreign presence from the nation's borders, and guaranteed the extension of the western frontier to lands beyond the Mississippi. This promoted westward expansion among the American people.
The president, Thomas Jefferson, he made a deal with Napoleon. How'd you like to sell a mile or 2?
Or 3, or 100, or 1,000.
And so in 1803, the Louisiana Territory was sold to us without a fuss and gave us lots of elbow room. Oh, elbow room, got to get us some elbow room. If the West or in God we trust, there's a new land out there.
And now we move on to the War of 1812. was fought in 1812 against Britain. Although the war ended in a stalemate, it boosted American nationalism and established clear national borders. However, the Federalist Party met their demise because of their opposition to the war, and their downfall ultimately came in the Hartford Convention of 1815. This leads us into the And now concludes our musical history timeline. Remember that history can always be fun and exciting once added to music. Please join us next time for another exciting installment. Thank you and good night.